So here we are with the legendary, mysterious Gabby Storm. But who exactly is Gabby Storm? Where does he come from, and are the stories about him true or just a tall tale? Well, we are about to find out right now. First, tell us a little about yourself, Gabby.
Well, it took me nigh 2,400 years to come up with a name for myself. And I call myself Gabby Storm. And my mama was a comet. My daddy, he was a ring-tailed tornado. I don't know where, when, or even if I was born, but I'm half man and half spirit. I inherited the patience of a rock, the persistence of the wind, the passion of fire, and the power of the tides. Yes, sir, I can outrope, outshoot, and outride anybody that ever lived. Well, once I stared down a mountain lion until he gave up, went home crying to his mama.
Is there anything that you can share with us on a more personal note?
Oh, well, I love to laugh, but I'm not feared of crying. And when I'm in love, I guess it's kind of like warmer and softer than a whole barn full of puppies. But when I'm mad, I'm a hurricane of destruction. So it's best not to get me mad. And I think I'm really more of a lover than I am a fighter, truth be known.
Legend has it you are very, very old. How old are you really, Gabby?
Well, I figure I stopped aging probably about 50, at about 50. But I've lived over 500 lifetimes, and Providence says I have about 9,500 more to go.
Wait a minute. That makes you over 3,000 years old. You must have seen and done a lot of things in that time.
Well, let's see, I've been a prophet, a magi, a wizard, a pirate, an Indian chief, a scientist, a singer, and an artist, and a prospector.
I find that amazing. You say you have 9,500 more lifetimes to go? That would mean you have probably a lifespan of at least 50,000 years or more. It's nearly immortal. How exactly is that possible?
Well, that's a good question. See, first memory I have, I was sitting on top of a mountaintop, and I was watching the stars, and I was thinking to myself how beautiful everything was and how I never wanted it to end. And then I wished I could live 10,000 lifetimes. And then a wind came up just out of nowhere, and it turned into a tornado. And that thing picked me up, took me clear up to the sky where that comet was. And then I felt this warm feeling all over me, and I felt a kiss on my cheek. Then I heard this whisper in my ear. It says, "I am your mother, and it is done." Then I reckon that wind took me around for at least about another hour. Then it set me down gently in this forest. And when that tornado set me down, I heard another whisper. It said, "I am your father, and here on earth is where you belong." So as far as how long I'll live, well, I figure maybe about 10,000 years because that's what I wish for. But actually, I figure I probably never die because heaven don't want me, and well, the devil, he's feared I'll take over.
So what lies ahead for Gabby Storm?
Well, in this here life, I'm a storyteller, and I'm imparting all the stories, true stories that is, of all my adventures in my many lives. And well, if there's people out there that just don't believe it, and there probably is, then they're just dumber than a box of rocks. Because these here stories is true, and can't nobody say no different.
So would you be willing to introduce yourself to our viewing audience by sharing one of your tall tales with us today, Gabby?
Why, sure. My name is Gabby Storm, and this here is a true adventure of one of my many, many lives.